Good morning and welcome to MIGHTYOX Trading. Happy Tuesday. I hope everyone's had a great night, ready for a great day. Hey, Magomet, how are you? I should have taken this blue candle on the 15 and I didn't. We're still rising up here. Overnight, what have we done? We've been falling overnight, I believe. I believe we can fly. Yes, we've been falling. Our high, 28,229, our low, 27,839. So about 390 points in range. So we'll see how that goes today. I am tired. I fell asleep early last night, woke up and could not fall back to sleep. So I've been up all night. So excuse me if I yawn some. I'm apologizing now for it. Morning, Crypt. How are you? I was trading yesterday with it already, Crypticon, using 2 micros. ASK. Oh, I mean, my trades don't go like forever. I mean, I shoot for 50 to 100 points or so, but it can go much bigger. You know, like if I would have taken this one yesterday, this would have been a 700 pointer. But like overnight, there was some setups. I should have just got up and traded. This would have been a great setup here, and it would have went like 70 points. Then this one back down went about 50. And this one kind of grinded down. This would have been an entry here, and this grinded down for like 100 points. Yeah, I'm not saying you should try my strat without me showing that it actually works, but I mean, it's up to you. I'm just, I think that, you could benefit from calmer trades, but these aren't the types of trades that you can go multiple minis on, at least not to start, because you're using a 50 to 100 point stop. Like if I entered this trade right here, which I should have entered this trade right here, but I didn't, on this blue candle, my stop would have been 100 points. And that's gone now. It's already gone 20 points. So, I missed a short on crude as well. And I missed a long on copper. So I got to start remembering to watch the other charts too. For now, we're trading on Tradeify. I bought 5 evals yesterday. We're going to try and pass them today if we can, although it would have been great to take this trade right here. I honestly thought this was going to pull back before it went, which is why I did not get in on it, but I regret that now. Just trying to get back up to 28,000. Excuse my yawns. You're probably going to hear a bunch today. I apologize. We have U.S. ADP weekly employment change coming up here in about 7 minutes. Uh, got some smaller reports coming out. Wholesale and retail inventories coming up at 8:30 Eastern. And then after the bell, we have USCB consumer confidence at 10 o'clock. Yeah, it's gonna be a long day. I picked up my phone and I can't remember why. Oh yeah, now I remember. Now I might look for an entry to get back in here. We see this pullback to where my entry would have been. So I'm gonna look at a lower time frame to see if there's a spot to jump back into this trade that would have been in the long here. Oh, actually, I gotta reconnect my connection. I hate that. Coming down. So we did only go well, what about 40 points up and then it pulled back.
Order submitted.
I'm gonna try them all here. It did come down, giving me bells on the one, and now trying to pop back up. So I don't know. Probably a bad entry now that I look at it, but we'll see. Hey Jay, how you doing? I'm doing all right. Yeah, this was a stupid entry on my part.
Order
Wanted to get
filled.
out before it hurts me too badly. Yes. I mean, maybe not always, but yeah, for the most part, I'm going to try and play the 15-minute chart. If I remember to check the other 15-minute charts to play them all. So it's trying to come back up now. I don't know. I haven't really looked at it. I haven't. I've just seen her manual trade. I haven't really seen the bot. I'll have to look at it then.
Order filled.
I guess the question is how much does the bot cost? It's choppy on the 9 right now.
Order filled. Welcome back, Jake. Yeah, I'll check it out. Well, uh, her first site, which was EG Indicators, I was actually an affiliate. Then some stuff happened, and she closed that and restarted as a new business, and I'm not an affiliate. Oh no, she's got a PhD in computer science. So I should have stayed in on this long. I was right. I just didn't have conviction in it. I could have got 30 points. So yeah, this was a mistake on my part, not going long on that blue candle and then staying in. We are back above 28,000. We do got some news coming up here in a couple of minutes. Trying to hold 28,000 as we're heading up. News coming right now. I didn't expect this news to be anything huge. Hey, Tris, good to see you. This might be my missed trade of the day. If I just gotten in and stayed in, I would be up 60 points right now. Did pause here. Came down on the news some. See if it bounces back up. So here's a pullback and back underneath 28,000. I need to set an alert that goes off 2 minutes before every 15-minute candle closes, so I know to check the other assets. All right, I'll check that out. Thank you, Crypt. I really wish I could take a nap. Struggling, coming back down. So that'd be an interesting one here. This would be depending on how I played it. It went as if I had entered off the blue candle, I would have been up like 60 points. But part of me probably would have been expecting it to continue going, even though we did get a single bell there. So that would have been, I don't know. This could have ended up being what would have been a break even stop, or like a 5 point stop. Morning, John. How are you? By the way, if there's anybody here that has never, ever, 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 ever before had a day traders account with the prop firm named Day Traders and would like to try their 25K account, let me know. I'm willing to pay for it for you, which means I would actually send you the money for by PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, or Zelle, or Wise, or even crypto, and you buy the account. So I'll use my link because Day Traders has this stupid rule that they don't pay out their affiliates unless they get 5 brand new customers in a month, and I haven't hit that in like 6 months, so they owe me a lot of money. So I need to figure out a way to get 5 brand new customers before the end of the month. So this did come all the way back down with a purple candle here. Morning, Ron. There's a pop. Little pop from Pasadena. Hey, Robin. How are you doing?
Oh, I didn't even look. Did he attack me directly? I've been sort of coming like at him now because I've been sick of what he's been doing. So I'm fine if he's attacking me directly. Little boy better watch himself because I have receipts and I can come after him if I want to. He's an alcoholic, number one, which I have, that's not that disrespectfully. I'm a food addict. So I do not put down addicts at all, but he lashes out and that's fine. But there's gonna be hell to pay here if he keeps it up. I can guarantee it. We're talking about apparently CFT attacked me directly on Twitter. Hello, Odyssey. Welcome to the stream. Do you have Discord? Can you DM me there, or where can we chat? When did I make fun of you, Crypticon? I have not looked at it. John currently saw it. No. See, not unless you're CFT too, Crypticon. Yeah, just because I don't believe that because I know you watch your son, and I don't think you're constantly getting drunk around your son. Trying to hang on to 28,000. I have not gone to look at whatever this comment is because it's probably gonna fire me up. Another pullback here, back under 28,000. We just keep bobbing up and down over top of it. Yeah, don't be looking while you're driving. I know you drive like 100 whatever kilometers an hour because you're in Canada. I don't want don't do not wreck, and it's I'm glad to hear that. Correct. Well, I mean, like I said, I didn't. That may have came across as an insult towards CFT, but it wasn't. Because, like I said, I understand addiction, and I feel sorry for anyone that deals with that because I deal with it just in a different substance. But I don't think I've ever harmed anyone from my addiction. Back above 28,000 here as we try to figure out where this wants to go. I don't know where it's going. I only know where it's been. Oops. Oh, well.
Just sad that someone like him that has all that money from being an affiliate still can't figure out how to be happy. Hey Ace, how are you today? Well, he's joking around. We're more talk about CFT, who's apparently taken a direct shot at me on Twitter. I have not looked at it to see what it says. I'm probably not gonna even look at it. Maybe he deleted it. John saw something. Honestly, see, here's the thing, Ron. He's admitted that he's tried to self sabotage himself in the past, and I think this entire year long meltdown now is another self sabotage. He's admitted he's dealt with imposter syndrome and things like that, which is why I've tried to give him the space to deal with this. But his rants about micro traders is gonna end up hurting people, newer people who really believe, that might start following him, might find him first, whatever, and are going to continue blowing accounts because they're over leveraging. And I finally I couldn't stop myself from saying something here and there, and I wasn't like real disrespectful to him, but I have replied to a couple of his posts basically saying what I just said, that he's hurting people by encouraging people to over leverage. Ace, I've often wondered, not alcohol, but I've often wondered if THC would make me more relaxed when I was trading. He used to be such a good friend. He helped me so much, and it this hurts my heart. I don't want to be in a feud with CFT, and I don't want to see him continue this spiral that he's on. And I know why the spiral started, which is again why I gave him space. But he's gonna end up causing people to, you know, and most traders aren't going to listen to his bullcrap. But there's going to be a subset of traders, especially newer traders, that are going to think that they're lesser traders if they're using micros, and that is just not right. I just can't not say something when I continue seeing it. What are we talking about here, Crypticon? Uh, I don't think so, correct? But I mean, you can try it. I think you just be out more money in lawyer fees. Yeah, and I know that, but well, and Ron, I'm gonna, here's the thing. He had somebody he cares about say something to him about that before he went off the deep end. This is actually what caused his spiral down. That it really hurt him that this person said that. And I'm trying not to go into too many details here because it's kind of private. And I know this is where his spiral started. And now he's like embraced that villain role from what that person said. That'd be way more commission, correct? No, because when people blow up easier on minis, I mean, three bad trades can blow you up on a mini. It's hard to do that on micros. Basically, without going into too much detail, he did something really nice for somebody, and and that was it was a cost a decent amount of money, and they knew his money mainly comes from affiliates, and they said, "Thank goodness for failed traders," and that hurt him badly. And it was a night or two after that he went and got drunk and went on that drunken rant on Twitter and has been in this downfall ever since. Oh yeah, I've blown accounts on micros too. It just takes longer or bigger trades than a micro. I mean, than minis. So since that point, he went on that rage after he got drunk at Ox's pub of all places, and then he's since then he's sort of kind of embraced that villain role instead of whatever. Now he's always hated micros for whatever reason, and I don't. It has nothing to do with people blowing accounts. At least it didn't. Even back when I first met him, when he was still a smaller affiliate and all that, he felt people should trade full size contracts. And honestly, I mean, for bonds, there are micros, but they're not worth trading. They're so no volume to them. But so he's always felt that micros were a waste of time for whatever reason. But again, you know, there's ways of if he has that opinion, that's his opinion, and that's fine. And he can express that opinion, but give a good reason and not try and ridicule people that are, you know, that are doing the right thing. That from that most of us feel is the right thing of not over leveraging. Thing is, if this is just a random person taking shots at me, whatever. I mean, honestly, like I said, I'm not even looking for the shot if it's still there. Maybe he rethought it. I don't know. But or if this is just a random person doing this, you know, some other big name any big name, but I care about him. I think he's hurting inside. I think there's other reasons he's hurting inside. I care about the guy. He's helped me immensely in the early days of my journey here as an affiliate. And he helped me in other ways too. It's hurting me to see him do what he's doing to himself, reputation wise. And if he's hurting, I mean, whether this is a persona or if he really is this miserable, if he really is this miserable, that hurts me too because I don't want to see him miserable. I think that's the hardest part about this whole thing. I could, if he wants to attack me, fine, whatever. We all know that drama just brings in more eyes. If he brings more eyes to me, I'm sure that there's if that post is still up, there's people waiting to see if I respond, which I'm not going to. I'm not. I have no plans of even looking at it at this point. But if he's really this miserable, then that makes my heart hurt even more. Yeah, I poo pooed Mike Rose for a long time. I had a problem where if I traded a micro, I didn't take it seriously, and that's still actually a problem now. I've talked about that where I would say if this was a mini, I would get out of this trade here, but because it's a micro, I'm not. But they're very valuable, especially for people that trade 50K accounts or even 100K accounts, to not over leverage where if you make lose three trades. The best traders in the world can lose three trades in a row, and if you're so you're going to end up losing three trades in a row or more, and with a mini you're blowing up, and and that's another thing that hurts my heart. I see sometimes someone buying 10 or 20 resets in a day, and I'm like, I just want to yell, stop, take the rest of the day off, don't keep doing that. Yes, guess what? It helps my income, but I don't ever want to make money off someone else's misery. That's just not who I am. I would rather have less money than see someone miserable and someone on tilt just buying account after account, reset after reset, and hurting themselves financially and everything else.
But yeah, I mean, if we looked at, I don't remember what the micro bonds are, you would see that they have hardly any volume. Let's try and find them real quick. Um, micro ultra. Yeah, micro. There we go. I have no idea how MWN is the micro ultra bond, but okay. That's the chart on a 1 minute for the micro ultra bond. So you can't trade micros of bonds, which is sad. And it's still a newer product, but I mean, I guess it's been out probably 2 years now, and it's still not getting any volume. Odyssey, I lost you. I apologize. We kind of went off on a rant. Odyssey, if you're still here, let me know if you can, how can we can talk off of here because I would need to set up information with you. I appreciate you reaching out. If you have Discord, that'd be great. If not, just tell me how else we can talk.
back under 28,000. One of those mornings that the 15-minute chart not really giving me setups. The 1 minute would, 5 minute was kind of ugly too. There is a different exchange run by Bloomberg that has what they call smalls, which is basically a nano, but it doesn't have. I don't think it has much. You don't ever hear about it, so I don't know what kind of volume it has. I don't. I mean, I can't imagine they'll ever do a nano, which I assume would be 1/10 of a micro. So, I mean, that would probably send it CFT into convulsions. But so that would be if that would be 20 cents a point on NQ. I don't know how they would do it because commissions, you have the exchange fees that would eat up several points right away. I mean, I'm all for figuring out ways people can get in the market, but I mean, you got to stop. There's only so far you can go down. I mean, I joke about nanos. It'd be nice to have a nano when the ATR is like 100. Grab my headset. Ms. Melody should be joining shortly. At least all that woke me up. Nice pop here. I'm getting a swirling circle. You guys get swirly circles?
anyhow. I'm still connected, right? You seeing swirly circles, or is the stream looking okay? Have a good day, Robin. And thank you, USC. All right, Crypt, have a nice nap. I got to do the same after this stream. 99. Oops. Morning, Jay.
Move back down. About 5 minutes till the bell. 5 minute till algo just whipped us down. Purple candle here. Unfortunately, it's going right into the open. It's purple on the 15, I mean. And there's Melody. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Doing okay? Got everything up. Looks like I didn't miss too much overnight.
Rotating around 28 cents.
Wonder if they're waiting because today kicks off some news, right?
We have USC consumer confidence. Yeah, consumer confidence coming up 30 minutes after the bell. And then, of course, tomorrow is FOMC.
Sure. Get a little before the bell movement.
Hear me! 2 minutes to the opening bell. Prepare yourself. 2 minutes left.
It's 8:39 is the low day. Better green, guys. I guess I should have asked that with less than 60 seconds, with more than 60 seconds to go. I honestly don't know. I mean, the purple candle below the 9 tells me I should go short here. I don't know.
Order submitted.
There's the bounce up. 992 came back down. That was right at 950 even. Yeah, no, it rang. Ding, 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 ding. For 900. Ooh, big bounce. It did break 900 and then shot back up and right back down. Now 75 points there.
Order filled.
And so I lied. I did take a trade at the open on my one up evals, and I nailed 56 points.
Very nice. Nice.
Glad I got out where I did because it's kind of trying to bounce. Back below 900. See JJR yet. Sorry. Back down. Doesn't want to sweep the overnight low.
Big bounce back above 900.
There, break still all day. Down to
Nice.
827, down 120 points since the bell. Obviously, the first 5-minute candle was red. Interested to see if we get a bounce or if it's just going to bleeding. Clark continued bleeding his knees. Breaks 800, down to 27,798. We dropped 156 points since the bell. Little bounce. Big bounce there, 30 points.
Order submitted.
Oh, it's a quick rejection.
Yeah.
Order filled.
$777. Now they're low, down 171 points. Since no. It's over 200 since the bell. It is. I'm frustrated again because I had that purple candle set up and I could be in a 200 point trade right now.
Okay.
I'm 15-minute candle forming now. That 15-minute candle ended up being down 199 points. And our orb ended up being 200, almost 270 points. And we're still falling. We're going to break 700 to the downside.
Yes, yes, we are. Wow.
I've fallen and I can't get up.
Down almost 300 points in 17 minutes.
It's crazy. And I mean, we talked about this yesterday, but we're looking back to April and May to find support now. And it's down pretty far. So like there's nothing really stopping us from continuing down a lot more, I think.
Yeah. There's blood in the streets. Bounce. 42-point bounce. Ooh, 62-point bounce.
Order submitted.
Be a pretty huge reversal.
Order filled.
All right, I took 50 points there on 2 micros on the 1-up accounts.
Nice.
Hey, Kartik, how you doing? Ooh, that's a quick rejection. Glad I got out there. Hit the 20 EMN. and 100 EMA at the same time on the 1 minute chart. Hey, JJR is wondering where you were at. I'm having it on here around 7:20-ish. Push it up. Back down. Nice, USC. Hard. Back under 700. ATR on the 1 minute is up to 46.
Wow.
63 on the 5, 82 on the 15. This 15-minute candle started at 7:49. It's trying to get back up there. It's gotten back up there a couple of times. I keep forgetting to check the other assets to see if they're giving me any trades. Nothing else.
We have some news coming up at the top of the hour.
Doing good, Kartik. And we're right back down to the lows. 658. And new lows. Wow. We tried to get that one big pop back up and didn't get higher and spin all the way back down.
News a little pumping.
Up to 37 real quick. 42. Once starts getting beat back down. Oh, 50. 57. 82 points since the top of the hour. Possible setup on the 15, possible setup on the 5. And then you take the 5 depending on how the 5 finishes. So 2 minutes on the 5, 12 minutes on the 15. 4 back. So this 5-minute candle is giving back about half. As high as 7:49 back at 7:15. Just popped it in.
Order submitted. Order filled.
Took it off for 39 points on 2 micro contracts there.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm just having a hard time trusting anything right now. So
I understand. I mean, I'm using 100-point stops.
oh my gosh.
Technically, I guess that was a 50-pointer, which was the size of that trigger on the 5. But I do have a 15-minute blue candle forming that is 115 points. So Rejects off the 9 on the 5. Just why I basically got out of that trade because it was getting up toward that 9 on the 5. And it hesitated, so I figured we're going to have a pullback off of it. And indeed we did. That's only a 40-pointer. ATR nearing 50 now on the 1 minute.
Wow, big drop.
Do I still sound muffled, JJR? Wow, back below 700. Do I sound muffled to everybody? Might be because I was leaning back away from the mic. Also could be because I'm low energy today because I dozed off shortly after I finished the Monday night stream last night. Woke up like 2.5 hours later and then could not at all fall back to sleep. So I've been up all night with only getting about 2.5 hours of sleep. Speaking of being up all night, August 7th, I'll be up all night because I'm doing a London to New York stream. So I hope you'll join me for that. We'll be starting at 2:30 Eastern, 1:30 Central. I will
Fun.
get more sleep for that. Hopefully. Turn top. 5 again. 5 is going to finish at the same time as the 15. The 5-minute candle was looking good for a possible long. This went red, and now the 15-minute candle just went red. So that means it's giving back. Remember, I said it would be 100 some point stop, and it means it gave it all back.
Wow.
And new low day. Wow.
There it is.
Not going to get entries for this 5 or 15-minute candle. So daily chart now. Looking. Let's draw lines. Easy. May 4th is where we're at now for the lows. It got down to 613 then. Oh, we just hit 608. So actually it's May 1st, May Day, when it got down to 530, 27, 536. Nice work, JJR. Picking up where you left off last night. Are we going to break 600? All right. Thank you for providing that clarity. Gonzi. Am I pronouncing that right? Gonzi? Excellent. Good job. I'm doing all right so far today. Got some green up on the screen there. TJR Island? No. Never heard of it. Pops up, hits the 9 on the 1, gets smacked. Yeah, ace is missing again. Coyotes are licking their lips. There's a pop. 50 points. So what is TJR Island? It's one of those days that teaches you that you're right for having patience. Because there was just a big old blue candle on the 5, just like we had big old blue candles on the 5 and the 15 a little bit ago. And I'm here just absolutely chomping at the bit to take the trade before the candle closes, and then the entire candle gets wiped out, showing that if I had taken the trade before the candle closed, it would not have worked.
Connection lost. Order submitted.
So I'm going to get above the 9 on the 5, which is sitting right around 702. Has that to deal with, and just a plain old number. There it goes, charm break.
frame. Still struggling. It's like force field on the 9 and 5. Nice solid blue candle here on the 15. Already in the trade based on the 5-minute chart.
Order submitted.
Double my position. 1 micro 2. Average cost now 695. Target right now 685. I'm sorry, 785. I'm moving that down to 780 because the 9 on the 15 is at 780. So, right in there. Back down. It gets tough because I was in at 90. I was in at 95. It got as high as 24. Now they heat by 20. So I could have had 30 just about. Just turned on me. Looking at the 15-minute candle, I'm not as enamored with it as I was based on seeing it now, but let's see what happens. If it gets a certain amount, I may just put it to stop at break even. Because like I said, not as I'm calling it down. So I think that the looking at the RSI, it has more room to move down on that 15. So it could bounce back down here and retest the lows.
Order filled.
I took it off for a whole. Looks like it ended up being a break even. No, is that a loss? Oh wait, okay, I was in 2. So I took a whole point there. Let's see what happens. I might regret getting out there.
Order filled.
stop here.
Stop filled.
Stop. No. Here it goes. Watch me. Stop now. Yeah. Damn it. I gotta just trust those. I gotta remember the higher time frames don't always they have the R, so I need to come up with a 50 pointer now. Actually, from my entry, which was 95, it's 65. All right. That's interesting. Yeah, USC. Thank you for that. Forgot about checking every other asset besides entry. Let's see. Did I miss anything? Yeah, I missed a good true trade. There's a good platform to set myself a 15-minute. Taps back down. Again, that's interesting is that, that 15-minute candle just gave it all back. It just went red. So if I'd been in that trade shooting for 100 points, I would not have got there, and now I'll be grumbling about being back at break even.
Welcome back, Jake. Just the market dying, Jake. Correct. How's everybody doing so far? Red, green, somewhere in between.
Well, I was on a little side quest of research my own just now, so checking back in here. But yeah, I'm just yeah, I'm not getting a lot of trades in today. I do have a couple newer automated things I'm testing, so I'm kind of looking at those. Nothing earth shattering yet, but a little bit of light green on the day for me so far.
Green is good. Ace Trades, are you alive? Coyotes, if you're hearing this and you have Ace Trades captive, I'm willing to trade a certain Canadian for his safe return. Canadian probably tastes like maple syrup. So that came all the way back and went all the way back up. So that's the whole thing with the 15-minute is a lot can happen in that 15-minute candle that when you're looking at back, you have no idea. That thing could have went up and down 22 times in that 15-minute time period, and you don't know. This would have been ended up being at least an 82-point trade so far here as it tries to, and it would have just got to that 9 EMA on the 15. So I just got to be committed to these setups and take them. Yesterday, 4 out of 5 setups would have worked.
And your R to R is plenty to make up for that one that didn't.
Right. Yeah, basically that one that didn't just canceled out one of the other trades. So basically the other three would have all been profit. And I mean, we could still talk about the fact that the one could have been as much as 700 points. But even if it was 100 points, it would, all the other three trades I think were, yeah, let's just say that one instead of 700 was 100. One of the others would have been 100. One of the others would have been 75. So it could have been a 275 point day.
Yeah.
I don't know, Jake. I've always had a problem with second guessing everything. That I'm misreading something or something's not right or whatever, and I don't know. I just gotta. I mean, I really with back testing shows that this works well, and I mean, I didn't like actual sit down and write it out, which I actually used to do. I used to take a whole weekend and record each trade or each day and then figure out the risk to reward and try and figure out the win percentage and all that.
Well, I'm glad that's gotten easier because that's a lot of work.
Yeah.
Yikes. That's the thing though, like, do you know your win rate on the back testing of this 15-minute?
I mean, I wasn't figuring it out, but I mean, if I had to
Yeah.
guess, it's somewhere between 60 and 75%.
Okay. That's really good. I'm finding some stuff that I'm back testing and it's looking good, but I'm looking at the win rate of 35% and I'm like, I would have to set it and forget it because I can't watch it lose 65% of the time.
Yeah, that's
Personally.
that's tough.
Yeah.
See, I definitely with this 15-minute strategy, I couldn't because I mean these are going to be 50 and 100 point losses.
Yeah, for sure.
Jake, here's my problem with the AI. I mean, I would like to, but this is weird where my setup, for at least for the reversal setups, is when there's zero indicators firing, when there's no shading. So it's like I don't know how to exactly tell it what I wanted to look for because instead of saying when this indicator happens or that indicator happens, do this, it's lack of indicators. And the other issue is that I have is like, let's show you here. We go back to the 15 is we're still rising up here. This would have been a 100-point trade. So, okay, this purple candle right here was an entry for me. Valid entry. I could have told it to take it, if I was doing AI. But as you see here, as we were coming down, this purple candle was valid. This one was valid. I would not want it to take this one. Now, I could basically try and say don't take them if they have a blue shading, that's triggered. But then this one right here, I would also know not to take myself, but I have no idea how to exclude that from a test because that's, it's a purple candle touching the 9. And it obviously doesn't work. I would not have taken it, but I don't know how to exclude that. How do I say if that's a bad one, this is a good? Okay, so for the reversals, it's looking for like the blue candle here in this no shading area. The shading is brown is when it's touching the 9 EMA. Blue is when the price is further away from the 9 EMA than the ATR value. So right here, this has been a perfect setup. And then here, this has been a perfect setup.
here, this would have been a perfect setup. Here, this would have been a perfect setup. And then the width trend, or whatever you want to call it, is when a purple candle finishes below the 9 EMA, but touching it. So there, that's a setup. This blue candle back up is a setup. This one, purple candle here. Technically here, though I wouldn't have liked the wick, but that one is a setup. This purple candle here would have been a setup. So those are the two main setups. And it doesn't have to be a blue or a purple either. Like this green candle, I mean, the blues and the purples work better, but this green candle here is also set up in a non-shaded area. Which candle? Sorry, I was just going on and on. On this blue candle, that's a long. Oh, wow. Holy Hannah. So our low was 603. We're up to 877. Remember, our opening was 950. And I hate the fact that it is this street too. So yeah, this one are okay. So the purple candle with purples are always short, blues are always long. Those are engulfing candles, and I have a specific script for those. Oh, it was this purple candle right here. It's just we've already come down so far. We had already had a blue. I'm looking for longs there, and this just looked like it was one last ditch down before exhaustion. Now the only thing I could say is that the RSI was at extremes, but that doesn't mean anything because you can see the RSI is at extremes here and it's still going down. But I have looked at the RSI on the 15 and maybe thinking that might be something to consider. What's the question, Jake? Uh, my stop strategy is to follow. Once a candle closes, move the stop above that candle. So no, it would have if I hadn't exited, and I often would exit on a blue shaded area like this. But if I hadn't exited, it would have came back up and knocked me out on that wick back up. So my entry on that trade would have either been on this purple candle or this purple candle, following it down, and then I either would have got out as this came down because we had a blue shaded area, or it would have knocked me out if I had stayed in because my stop would have moved to the top of that candle. And look at this go. Back up to 890.
Crazy.
Talk about this turning on a dime. And I will say there is something else I've kind of noticed, and I've never tested this pattern at all. We were talking about this candle, how it came up and it looked like it was going to be a blue candle or a green candle, and it came all the way back down, but it gave us that long wick. Oftentimes, I notice that will then retrace back up, and that will be the actual reversal of the next candle. No, it wouldn't have been because I mean, even if I had gotten knocked out there, Jake,
technically that would have been a, let's see, my entry would have been 972. I would have, if I got knocked out on that, I would have been knocked out at like 869. Wait, no, 944. Well, I mean, there. I mean, this is in the middle of the night too, so I would be trading in the middle of the night with smaller amounts. I still would have got 18 points, but if I had taken the target, which I probably would have there, then I would have got 100 points. So I probably would have taken 100 points there, being in the middle of the night, not expecting a bigger move. But then the purple candle, the reason I wouldn't take this other purple candle is I wouldn't expect that move to continue at that point in time. These are 15-minute candles. That purple candle there was a 75-point candle. This entry candle was a 43-point candle, or this entry candle was a 40-point candle. Talk about 15-point candles in NQ. They ain't babies. That's what I'm saying. In order to do this strategy, I got to be willing to take 100-point stops, because this blue candle that I should have taken would have been, if I only used the stop at the body, it would have been 76. If I used the wick, it would have been almost 90. No, I'm getting away from. Remember, I'm getting away from the 1 minute, trying to end scalping and become a 15-minute trader. So just this morning, since the stream started, technically this blue candle finished right as the stream started and should have been a long, and it could have been 50 points. Then this purple candle was an entry, which went down 300, and this blue candle would have been an entry, and it's come back up about 120 so far. And right there, I mean, that right there, even if I just took the first candle here and got out, that's 200. Then even if I just took the first candle here and got out, which I also thought about, it would have been 266 points. That's a pretty darn good day.
Yeah.
We are coming back down. We got up to 890. We've already reversed to 819, so 70 points back. As we head toward the top of the hour here. That's why, micros to start, 100 points on one micro is $200. 50K account means I can be wrong 15 times in a row. No, 10 times in a row before blowing the account. I'm wrong 10 times in a row, then I need to find a new strategy.
Or I think before you're wrong 10 times in a row, you take a break.
Yeah. Yeah, if I'm wrong 10 times in a row with a strategy, then there's something wrong with the way I'm reading the chart.
Right.
I wasn't sure. Did they launch? I wasn't even sure they launched because I didn't see the fanfare. I've been hoping that props might pick them up. I have not yet. Uh, Anyone know if Ninja Trader's brokerage is offering them? That matters. Anyone know any tickers? Because I need one of their trick. Oh, there we go. I'm sorry. Tesla. Oh yeah, there it is. STSLA Tesla futures. Let's take a look. Oh, no data. So okay, TradingView has not picked them up yet.
Just out of curiosity, is anyone hearing a violin concert right now? No?
Huh?
Mr. Melody's playing violin outside the door, and it's a little loud, but I don't think it's coming through the mic. So
Okay. I did not hear.
okay, just would have been funny.
Hey, Teo. We're hanging right around 800 right now. How quickly we pull back 110 points? Oh, the 1 minute ATR is falling all the way down to 30. Really?
Oh,
Not really. Nice pop. And see, once again, there, looking at a 1 minute, there was a perfect setup. That nice green candle with a spell, even in non-shaded area, but boom, it's odd. Back down. Yeah, Teo. Yesterday I was on hold with customer service for 3.5 hours before hanging up. Oh, you mean my trades? Yes. My goal is to use the 15-minute chart and hold for like 50 to 100 points or more on NQ, like 100 ticks on gold, etc. It's a much calmer way to trade.
true.
Yeah, today I was at a call customer service and I said I'm not exiting this trade until they answer. And then I was hit with margin calls for holding overnight.
Ooh, Wonder what this is.
Nice pop. Immediately gives it back. I I think that activity you're doing there in the garden shed, Jake, you might want to pull back a little bit. Especially if you were hearing my voice while you were muted.
Oh, Jake's actually kind of fun. I have two new ones that I've created. One's a reversal based on an EMA. Honestly, not quite what Ox is doing, but similar. And then one is a breakout of the structure kind of thing. Anyway, those two things are very, very early, but I've got those running on some sim accounts. And then for the rest, or the other two that I've been doing, one of them I'm kind of abandoning the original trading of it, and that's the range chart. Well, and I wouldn't say that I'm totally abandoning it, but this one, these signals, I did some back testing and actually found that if you fade them for 6 points, they are generally more reliable. So that's what I'm testing right now. I just flipped the indicator so that when it says buy, the strategy makes it go short. And then when it says sell, it goes long. So just switch that, seeing how that goes. And then the other one, I don't know. On the Renko, it's tough. This one's going to be, it's something I'd have to babysit a lot. It works really, really good. It really, really does until it doesn't. And then it just destroys your whole day. So it's, that one's still, I don't know what to do with that one yet, but it's running. And yeah, I love vibe coding. I don't know. I'm sure that most coders hate me, and I don't blame them. Like, I don't blame them at all. But yeah, it's definitely addicting. And I feel like I've finally gotten to the point where like Claude knows how to use NinjaScript, because for a long time when I was using ChatGPT, it could not get the NinjaScript like quirks to work correctly, especially for strategies. So just getting a strategy that actually backtests functionally is fun. And so that's kind of, I've just been messing around with that.
That explains so much, Taya. Okay there, Jay?
And we're about ready to hit 900. I didn't even finish that sentence and it was above 900. We are very close to getting back to the open, which is just insane considering we dropped over 300 points from the open. So in a matter of 2 hours or so, we dropped 300 points and then got 300 points back.
There we go. There we just hit 950, which was what we opened at.
Okay, just like that.
And now the question is it gonna go back from all that? Looking like at least one's 28,000. I have about 5 minutes till London closes.
Your attention, please. London will be closing soon. Please exit in an orderly fashion. Thank you.
And there's 28,000. I mean, obviously we know anything can happen, but I didn't see that happening, at least not that quick.
Yeah, not before London closed, like maybe in the afternoon.
So literally from the two signals I got this morning, I could have had a 300-point trade down and a 300-point trade up.
Wow,
And both would have been less than an hour of time.
that's pretty good.
If I get comfortable with this, I can be a very rich man. Sports cards for everybody.
Yeah.
I haven't even looked at the other assets that I should have been looking at today. Gold, real quick. We'll just shoot over to gold real quick. A minute to go, but you can see 15-minute right here. In fact, all morning, this is the only non-shaded area. And you can see what gold did. It's popped up almost 20 points from that one non-shaded area. And technically, this purple candle here was moved down, and that went down 28 to 19. So that could have been a 9-point trade there. All right, technically, we held, but I would have helped with that. So many, and crude gave a beautiful short, just the last 15-minute candle that would have led to, wow, what the heck's going on with crude? Crude just dropped under $80 a barrel.
Really?
Yeah, it's down over a full dollar on this 15-minute candle.
Wow.
Okay, I gotta go look at news real quick. See if I missed something.
No.
Only thing is that Netanyahu's at the White House. Huh.
Whatever JMIC is, they said that there's an uptick in straight traffic,
Yeah.
maybe. So, like, there's more oil going through. Seems like an overreaction, but
Market overreacting? Who would have thunk it?
right? Never would have guessed.
With that, London closes.
Oh, just like that. Well, interesting day. We had a lot of good conversation, I thought, talking through strategies and stuff. So, awesome day. Hope everyone is at least a little green, or if not, stay safe for the rest of the day. And we'll be back tomorrow for another fantastic time. FOMC Day.
Should be a lot of fun. Must say, normally we warn people that FOMC week can be kind of choppy. This week has not been choppy. Have a great day, everybody, and we'll be here tomorrow. Bye.